Well, hello. Well, the way things are going, I thought Darren the Fleet was everybody's favorite. Oops. I'm not going to lay off of him. I'm going to keep roasting his ass every chance I get. Girl, don't nobody want your gay ass, honey. After you've been had by every man under the book, in the book. Ain't nobody want you. There's got to be a desperate ass female to want a punk that's been a punk all his life. It's too many fine straight men out there that want a punk that had anything and everything under the sun. Now, can I get a witness, amen? Yeah, I said it, and I ain't taking it back. I'll tell you, if I was a female, I don't want no punk to experiment on me. No, ma'am. As they say in New Orleans, punks. I don't want no punk to experiment on me. Nope. Let me go see if I can find me a man, like a man that of course I ain't gonna never know if he ain't never messed around with a punk, but if a punk is telling me he's a punk and he finna go straight, or he ain't gonna marry no man because he don't want to go to hell, but you a punk, girl, bye. You're not gonna experiment on me, honey. No, you're not. You know what? If I was a woman and a guy told me what Darren said, oh, I'm not gonna marry no man because I don't want to go to hell. Okay, well, girl. Okay, well, girl, ain't you gonna go to hell anyway? The same Bible that you read that talks about two men marrying is the same Bible you talked about with you running around here being a sissy. Same Bible. Hey, y'all, same Bible. And he run around talking about, I ain't been counseled yet. Of course you ain't been counseled. Because a lot of these delusional women are delusional like you. They think you going to go straight and get your woman, and you're not. I'm sorry. If I was a female, I'm not going to marry no so-called ex-homosexual. I'm just not going to do it. Baby, let me go find me a man. Let me go find me and again, you don't really know who's dipping and dabbing these days. I'm just saying. I'm not going to give Miss Darren, I'm not going to give her a break. She put it out there, and I'm going to keep roasting her every chance I get. Yeah, I haven't been canceled yet. You're not going to get canceled. Because you got women out there who really think you're going to get married to a woman. At least y'all know I ain't faking and shaking, honey. And at some point, what point do you say, okay, I'm not gonna be gay no more? You sound like Mustang. I'm not gay no more. I'm delivered. She still ain't been delivered. She wasn't even thinking about. Now, she might have meant well by saying she wants to be delivered. But girl, has she been delivered? Have we seen any children yet? Have we seen a wife or a girlfriend? And again, he might. This, you know how many times I went to the altar and say, but I never got up in front of the church say, I want to be. I said I got up in front of the church. I want to be saved. I never went into hey Penny. I mean Cassie. I never went to no I'm gay. I don't gay. I ain't never done that. Nope. I've never done that. But I've gone to the altar and asked God, if you can you remove this from? I mean, at the ages 14 and 15, can you remove this from me? I'm in my late 20s now, so what do you think? I'm still a homosexual. You think God gave me over at 14 and 15? At 14 and 15? Girl, I don't know. And just when we almost there, here she come with this mess. Same as Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to read her ass. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial, and then I'm going to do a show, and then I'm going to do a show. For those who did not have heard, I'll tell y'all about that later. But Caitlyn Jenner, I'm gonna read her ass later on tonight. She upset and mad because she said he turned in his passport and just get it renewed. And when they sent it back, it said mail. But girl, you voted for Trump, and she talked about, well, I don't really want to bother Trump. I love Trump. Girl, you still delusional, sir. Sir, you're still delusional. Trump don't want you. Sir, you're still delusional. Trump does not support the trans community. And you sitting there talking about you love Trump. You're talking about crazy. But you got to be delusional to think that Trump still support the trans community. You got to be really delusional. You just like the people who drunk the Kool-Aid, who really thought Jim Jones was going to save them. And they drank the Kool-Aid anyway. Let's start this makeup tutorial. This is a roast and toast. Anybody out there bold enough to think you can come for me? Tonight is your night, and it's all in fun. So let's go. But before I do that, let me put my Cash App up here. For those who don't know, a couple of years ago, I went to this club in Austin, and they did me really, really, really wrong. Like they did me real wrong. And they basically, I went to the club 2 weeks in a row and won the talent show. And the second week, I won again, but then when they announced the winner, they said I won, but they gave it to somebody else. So I've been on their ass for the last 4 or 5 years about how they did me, right? Thank you, Cassie. Yeah, thank you, Cassie. So I've been on their ass for the last 4 or 5 years. Let's do the Venmo too, okay? No, baby. Listen, I gotta be able to handle a roast and toast. I have to. It's all in fun. It don't bother me. I don't know. Let me get the Venmo information. Hold on. Yeah, it don't bother me. Yeah. So I want to remind everybody. So anyway, so they kind of making it up to me. So I got to be in Austin this Tuesday to do. They're having this big event, and I'm performing, and I might be a judge, and I might be doing the radio station again Wednesday morning. So my payday ain't till the 21st. So this is the way I get extra money on the side. I don't ask nobody for none. The other night I did ask everybody to send me some money for my friend who was trying to get to work, but I'm gonna pay those people back. Okay. But so this was like a last minute thing, and they asked me could I come this Tuesday. I'm like, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Cause y'all know I fly for free. I don't fly free, but I fly really cheap out of my hometown. So I just have to pay the taxes on the flights. It'd be like $30, and then that's it. And then my room, my Marriott discounts, and I'm good. And go do the show. I get paid for doing the show. And if I'll know by either Monday or maybe late on this evening or tomorrow if I'm going to do the radio station. I hope I get a chance to do the radio station. So I'll keep y'all posted. But anyway, that's why I'm doing the show tonight and tomorrow. Okay. Let me get the Venmo. But yeah, this is roast PT hour. So if you think you got it, bring it on. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the Hudson Grill. It doesn't seem like the right place. Well, it doesn't matter because you won't be able to afford a ticket to come anyway. So it don't matter. It's not gonna matter how you feel. But I'm glad you thank you for advertising it. Well, you want to go? Well, make up your mind. Do you got a good feeling about it or you don't? So it sounds like to me you're a liar. You don't know what you want. And matter of fact, it doesn't matter to me how you feel. You're not putting up the money for it. You say you had a feeling the place is the dump. Well, apparently you haven't been there. You must be. No, I'm not having the comedy show at your apartment. I'm having it at the Hudson Grill in Atlanta on Piedmont. Yeah, you must be thinking about a different place. Okay, so the Venmo. Oh, hold on. Let me put the Venmo up. So put the Venmo and the Cash App up. Okay. Yeah, you must be talking about your apartment. No, we're not having my comedy show at your apartment. We having it at the Hudson Grill. Oh Jesus. I keep saying y'all I'm gonna buy me a fan and I haven't done it yet. I got to get me a fan. Like a little small fan. Now my air just is my air on? Yeah. My air gets freezing cold, like fucking cold, right? So, like it's freezing now. I feel it. Okay, so the Venmo is here's the Venmo. You got the Cash App, right? Okay, here's the Venmo. It's gonna be there's the Venmo right there. Okay, so if you can go in there, put the Cash App and Venmo all together, that'd be great. All right, all right. Let's get this makeup tutorial. You know, I really want to wear contacts, but I'm actually about to get me some real contacts, like through my eye doctor, because I don't like to wear glasses. So I'm gonna be working on that soon. But I have some pretty emerald green contacts, and they really make me look really nice with makeup on. But they hurt my eyes. And like God gave me natural, beautiful brown eyes. See my eyes? These are natural, beautiful, beautiful brown eyes that God gave me. So I don't need no contacts. I don't need no contacts. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are using for my foundation. Okay. But you look good with those. Oh, those glasses are, they're not even, those glasses are not even real. I mean, hold on, I'm cussing my friend out. The glasses are, they're not, I'm not saying not real. They're actually reading glasses. Oh, you talking about these right here? Not these, but the other ones. The other ones you're talking about, yeah. See, these are cute, but the thing about these, they're not as, the other ones, they're like real glasses. Yeah. But I know which ones you're talking about, but I can actually see the screen now. For some reason, I can see the screen. So here we go. Moderator, are you going to put the information up there for me, please? Oh yeah, hey, I need to buy me some new ones. Oh, there it is. Thank you, love. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Cassie. All right, let me. Oh, it won't let me pin that. I gotta go up under another name to pin it. Hold on, Cassie. I gotta go up under another page to pin it. Give me a second. Yeah, so I'll be in Austin. Excuse me. I'll be in Austin Monday. So I'm gonna do a show tonight, Sunday, and then I leave Monday. Saturday, yeah, tonight, Saturday, and then Sunday I leave. I may do a show Sunday. I don't know because I got to go to church Sunday. The lady, the lady who visits our church, they got a new pastor, and we're gonna go support them because she always supports us. So we're gonna probably go there. Yep. So I told Johnny I would go support. You know, I'm gonna try. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's not gonna let me pin it for some reason. Why is it not letting me pin it? Penny, I know that you are a moderator, but hold on, Penny. Okay, there it is. Okay, we'll try this. Let me try this one. Okay, let me try this one. Why is it not letting me pin it? Okay, let me go back. Okay, let me go back to PT's point of view because for some reason it's not letting me pin it. Give me a second. What's PT's point of view? Baby, did y'all see Miss Thing whooping that ass? What's her name? Oh, there it is. I just pinned it. But I got it pinned. Are you gonna play drums? No, no. Oh, Sunday, if I go to my first church, I will, but not the second church. They don't have drums. Um, what's the name? Spice? Did y'all see Spice whoop that girl's ass? But see, here's the problem. You can't just be running up to celebrities, asking, you can't do that. You can't do that. And baby Spice stood her motherfucking ground, baby. Spice stood her motherfucking ground. If y'all haven't seen that video, go and watch it. And then the girl trying to make excuses about, well, I went up to her and I asked her who she was. I was giving them compliments. Well, girl, nobody asked you to come give us no compliment. Maybe she just wasn't in the mood for you to bring your ass up to her. Baby. And then you got them sorry ass dudes, punk ass dudes that was trying to fight Spice. And the girl that was with Spice needs to have her ass whooped. That's why Spice should have had. Now, Spice is popular. She should at least had. She should at least had a taser with her. Yeah, she should at least had a taser. Being in California by herself, and she's from California. I mean, she's from New York. She should at least had a taser. But that girl was wrong. The girl was wrong. She was wrong. And if I knew, and if I was her parents, I would beat the shit out of her. If I was her parents, I said, I didn't fucking raise you like that to be going around bullying people and trying to jump on people and stuff. Are you crazy? When I travel out of town, I travel with my stuff that I'm illegally supposed to have, and I put it up under the plane when I travel. You follow what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself. The girl was wrong. Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all didn't see it. Hello again. Did anybody see the Spice video? Come on now. I know I ain't the only one saw that video. You did? Okay. The girl was wrong. She was wrong. If the woman don't want to talk to you, bitch, you can't get no attitude. And if she cuss you out, you just move on. Cussing you out doesn't give you the right to try to fight somebody, you crazy bitch. Ghetto ass hoe. But Spice. Now, let me ask y'all something. Because I should know who she is. I've heard of Spice. It's not the Spice Girls, is it? Is that the Spice Girls? Or another Spice? Because it's more than one girl. So didn't somebody have a baby by did one of the Spice Girls have a baby by Eddie Murphy or something like that? I don't know. Cause then don't you have the Spice Girls? Is she a part of the Spice Girls? Or she somebody else? Okay, that's her. Okay. Maybe she wasn't playing, honey, but she don't need to. Yeah, okay. Well, she don't need to be by herself. She needs to have somebody with her that know how to fight, or she need to carry a gun or mace. Okay. Oh, that's not her. Okay, different Spice. Okay, but so this Spice that she was fucking around with, she was a rapper. Is this Spice she was trying to fight? Is she a rapper? Oh, okay, I got you. Baby, Miss Thing, Miss Thing like me, bitch. I be all on the tables, bitch. But you the fuck? Yeah, that girl that was with her was sorry, honey. Me and her had to have a talk. Oh, why ain't somebody done me like that, child? Y'all remember the story I told y'all when I was in Dallas one year and I was talking to this guy. The guy was interested in me. I was interested in him. No, the one you talking about is older. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I couldn't see the older one getting up fighting like that. Oh, I get you. I see. Okay. But this guy was talking to me, right? Outside of a club. I told the story before, but I tell it to the people who had never heard it before. The guy was talking to me. He was trying to talk to me. His friend came out. It was like, why are you talking to this old motherfucker? Just a long time ago. And I didn't pay him no mind. I just let him talk shit. And he kept talking shit. And his friend was like, you need to move on with all that. He was drunk. That's usually how shit start. People be drunk, You need to move on with all that. He ain't said nothing to you. And, I was just looking at him. And I knew he had too much to drink. And, yeah, continue hitting the like button. Let's get the people in here, y'all. I knew he had too much to drink. So I was just trying to pay him no mind, just Wouldn't pay him no mind. So finally, it agitated him that I didn't get on his nerve, that he didn't get on my nerves, and I was ignoring him. And I just looked at him like he said, "Bitch, you got a problem with me?" And then that's when we gonna fight. We're gonna fight. I said, "Look, man, let me tell you something. Look, I'm much older than you. Now we can handle this one way or the other." I said, "Now," and then his other friend came out. So it was three of them total. So his other friend came out, "Bitch, what's the tea? What's going on with this motherfucker?" And the friend he was with was trying to talk to me. Oh, that was fireworks. I'm so sorry. Thank y'all for all the gifts. If I didn't say thank you because I didn't see it. So, right. So the other guy came out and he was like, "Yeah, this bitch talking shit," and I didn't say nothing to them, y'all. He was drunk. I don't know if that was his ex boyfriend that was with him, but the dude was mad because he was talking to me, you know. So I say, look, I said, okay, since y'all want to start some shit with me, I said, look, now I'll fight one of y'all, but I'm not finna fight both of y'all, and y'all don't want this. I'm telling you, you don't want this. Bitch, what you gonna do? Da 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 da, bitch, we beat your motherfucking ass. We not even from Dallas. I said, okay. I didn't say nothing. I just let him talk. I let him talk this shit. I didn't say nothing. Hold on. I just let him talk shit. I let him say what he had to say. I didn't say nothing. I said, now, man, I done told you once. I'm not going to tell you no more. I'm not going to fight both of y'all. Why? Because you a scary bitch? Well, it don't take two of y'all to jump me, dude. Like, really, man? But see, when you're full of alcohol, you talk like that. When you're full of alcohol, you talk like that, you know? When you're full of alcohol. So, time all this was going on, I worked for a company. I had something called mustard mace. Bitch, you don't want it. Okay? You don't want a day of mustard mace. So when I couldn't convince them to fight me one-on-one, they decided they want to jump me. Mind you, I had somebody with me. So I kept telling my friend, bitch, you better have my back. If I fight this motherfucker, they jump in, you better jump in with me. For I could turn around, that bitch was gone. My friend was gone, y'all. I didn't speak to that motherfucker for almost a whole year. You know what he told me? I ain't never had to fight, and my mama told me not to fight. That's not good to fight. You're a grown-ass dude, man. Really? So, yeah, true story. True story. True story. So when I saw he was gone, I said, "Well, here we go. I hate to do this to them, but I'm gonna have to do it because I'm not gonna fight them, both of them." So when one came up on me, and the mustard mace it was in a can about this big. It was a big thing. It was this big, but it was skinny. And I had two of them. I had one on this side, and they didn't see it, and I had one on the other side. Hi, sassy, and I had two one on the side, on the other side. So they both came toward me. That's when I pulled it out and I went, psh, and baby, them what bitches want to, I can't see. Yeah, I mean, he actually did tell me. And I'm like, bitch, you. And guess what? My friend, he looked like a thug and he dressed like a thug. But he a big old bitch. And I'm gonna show him to y'all one day. But I'm gonna give y'all a hint. Y'all know who this is. This is my friend. Y'all remember I told y'all we're gonna be together the first week in May. We're going to Houston together. But y'all remember I told y'all that, okay? The first week in May, we're going to Houston together. And I'm gonna say, y'all remember him? This is my friend. That's all I'm gonna say. Did y'all gonna know who I'm talking about? You know, and I didn't speak to him for a whole year. For a whole year, I didn't speak to him. I'm like, dude, you could have had my back, man. I could have got hurt bad if I hadn't had my mace. If I hadn't had my mace, they probably would have hurt me. But the security guard was over there. He said he saw everything. He wasn't gonna let it get out of hand. Yeah. He said, no, you did the right thing. You had to protect yourself. He said, why'd your homeboy run? I said, because the bitch scary. I said, that bitch is scary. I said, that's why he ran. Yep, that's why he ran. Well, baby, I had gave them girls the mustard mace, honey, and that shit wasn't no cheap mace. That was mustard mace. That shit was like for my for me when I worked in the as a security guard. That was some strong shit. Baby, I never seen them girls again. Never knew who they were. Never seen them again. None of that. But that mace wore their ass out, baby. I bet they won't start no more shit with me again. You don't ever know what a person have on them. That's why you can't be talking shit to people because you don't know what a person got on them. You know what I mean? You just never know. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. I don't. Sometimes the gifts come through and I don't see them, but thank you. My moderators to thank you for me because I may not see them. I'm running my mouth. Yeah. Yep, I'm over here running my mouth. So yeah, so anyway, the club in Austin is, making amends, and they asked me could I come, and I'm like, yeah, I want to come because I want to go because it's perfect timing for me to go. So if I wasn't getting paid this week, I wouldn't go, but I get paid this week, so I'll be getting paid when I'm down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Um, because they got to make it right with me. They making it right with me. They know what they did was wrong, and the person who booked me didn't know what had happened until I told them. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for gifts. If anybody sent something and I don't see it. So tonight, as soon as I finish this, we're gonna do a gossip show, and then after the gossip show, I'm gonna do a drag show. And then that's it, because I'm getting ready to go out of town. Let me see. Let me read this comment. You said she's pressing charges. Yeah, who's pressing charges? Who's pressing charges? The girl or Spice? If anybody's pressing charges, it should be Spice. That girl started in with her. She hit her first. I don't use applicators because it don't stay on long when I use applicators. Who's pressing charges, the girl or Spice? Okay. When y'all come into the live and you say something, and I ask you and I respond to what you say, what takes y'all so long to respond to what I asked you? Who's pressing charges? The Spice, the Spice girl, or is the girl who fought her? Can somebody please answer that? I know you. I know you hear me. Unless you're writing a long paragraph. I'm not RuPaul. Your daddy looked more like RuPaul than me. Matter of fact, I heard your daddy was on season 5. See, she still ain't answered. So did I. She still ain't responded. I hate when people do that. I don't know how people do that. They ask you, they say something and then you ask them and they don't really say nothing. I've never gotten that. Hold on, sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. That was a call that I had to take. But anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Hell, I forgot. Well, do, hey Penny. Yeah. So anyway, the club where they had kind of fucked over me a couple of years ago, they kind of making it up to me. They kind of making it up to me. And so I'm coming back to perform. And I'm going to be performing Tuesday night, and hopefully I'll get up. Oof, that's going to be kind of hard. I don't know if I want to do the radio station because if I perform Tuesday night, I ain't going to want to get up Wednesday morning and go do the radio. But I will. I will get up. Then I'll go back to the hotel and lay my ass down. Yep, I'll go back to the hotel and lay my ass down, and then go on Thursday. Um, so everybody, The person that say they farted, we don't have nothing to do with that. You might want to have yourself checked. I'm not a doctor, so we don't need to know about your gross things that's going on in your life. We don't care about that. Mm-mm. We don't care. We don't even care at all. Maybe they come from your daddy's side of the family, all that gas. You might want to just have it checked because we don't have nothing to do with that. Yes, I'm putting these fingers to work, honey. These fingers are doing miracles. You said Melvin? No, my name is PT. Melvin is your grandma. She's not on here. Yeah, Melvin is your grandma. No, 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 no. Melvin is your grandmother. She's not on here. She'll be on here next week if you tell her to hit me up so we can put her on the show. Yeah, Melvin is your grandma. It's not me, baby. Maybe they didn't give you the memo. Well, I wouldn't know that because I've never seen that movie. I don't know which movie you're talking. I don't even know because I've never seen it. Cheat. The foundation is. Well, y'all could never be comedians because everybody comes in and calls me Holiday. That is so old and late. Damn, you do better by calling me RuPaul. This is the makeup that I use. The foundation. Uh, where's my foundation? Hold on. Maybelline. This foundation is Revlon. Revlon. Baby, don't even worry about it. I asked you that 2 hours ago. You just not saying the name. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We good now. I know that. They just trolling. The title say roast me, so I'm looking for people who think they can roast me to come in here, but so far nobody's, you know. Spice is rich. Okay, she should. Yeah, not the girl. The girl needs to sit her ass down for her. She need her ass whooped. That girl need her ass whooped. Girl, you know damn well you don't need to be walking up to nobody. If the girl don't want to be bothered with you, leave her alone. The fuck? Leave her alone. She don't want to be bothered with you, girl. Ooh, some people got the nerves. Hmm. They got the nerves, honey. The nerves. But baby Spice wasn't playing, huh? The girl and her boyfriend tried to get Spice. I know, baby, that's old. We already talked about this earlier, y'all. Y'all just not coming into that. That was the first thing I talked about. But Spice needs to learn to, you know, I know you ain't scared, but you know you are a celebrity and everybody know you. You need to at least have something on you to protect yourself from crazies. You know, what if the girl had a gun? She got to have something on her to protect herself. Taser, something. She could have traveled with a taser. I do all the time. I keep a taser on me. And people don't know you can travel with guns too. All you gotta do is check it in. You got a piece. You got your piece. Um. So the Deal Whisper guy is still in jail, and he's only in jail because a lot of these women, uh, egged this boy on to go out to T.S. Madison's house. And I know a lot of y'all said, well, T.S. Madison showed his house. Yeah, but she didn't go to his house. There's a difference in going to somebody's house and showing a house. T.S. Madison's way above that boy anyway. There's no way she would stoop that low to go to his house. You know? Now, he's sitting in prison. He's sitting in jail, don't have no bond. And all the people that thought they had his back, they can't even get him out of jail. God damn, you don't know nobody can get you out of jail? There's nobody that can get you out of jail? You know? You brought it on yourself, dude. You should have left T.S. It's okay to read and go off and stuff. It's okay to do all that. That's fine. But here you are sitting in jail now and you can't get out. Listen to other people. Go out to her house. Go out to her house. Show her address. Pull up. Now you pulled in and can't get out. Just like Darren the Fleet Darren. No, you're not gonna get canceled because 99% of the women who follow. Okay, you know what? You know what make y'all stop following me if I come on and start talking about women, calling y'all fish, and y'all this and y'all that. Bitch, y'all would unfollow me so fast. Okay, but y'all know that's not how I really feel about women. I love women. My 99% of people who follow me are females, right? So you said PT, hi PT. What are you doing? Makeup to do tonight? Yes, I'm doing my makeup tonight. But most of the people who follow me are females. So why would I say something to lose my client, the people who I love and love me? Why would I say something crazy? And yes, Darren, those women are going to support you because they believe the same way a lot of people believe. Those women are not going to stop following you, Darren, because they agree with you and what you're saying is correct. You are definitely correct. That it says in the Bible, well, that man should not lie with man, but it also says a lot of other stuff too. But you have a lot of women that follow you, Darren, who believe that your sin is greater than the things that they're doing. A lot of the women who follow you have boyfriends and sleeping with a man and they not even married to him. A lot of those women that follow you, they really believe I believe what you said too. I believe the Bible and what it says about two men and two women and sin. But those women who are not going to unfollow you and those because they think they'll put up with you being a homosexual, but you're going to hell too just because you don't marry a man. You still going to hell. Huh. According to the Bible, that you throwing at the homosexual. How can you be a homosexual and throw that at other homosexuals? It don't make no sense. And now he's oh, I've worked with this person, I work with that person, and that don't mean nothing. You're still wrong, dude. You're still gay. Read the Bible again. You're still going. I try to stay away from the Bible stuff. I do, because I just don't. I just feel like, just stay away from that shit, because you're not gonna win trying to convince people that, okay. I don't want to convince anyone that what I'm doing is right, okay? Because I have what I believe. I believe what I believe, and I can't make you believe what I believe, and nobody's gonna force what they believe on me. The best thing to do is not bring it out. Just leave the religion out of this shit. Just leave it alone. I tell people, this is not a religious channel, honey. But I do get my testimonies and stuff. I talk about how good God's been to me and the things I've been through in life. I do tell that. I talk about it and stuff, but what he's saying is, it may be right in the Bible. It's what he's saying. It's what it says in the Bible. But it also says about eating, it also talks about eating seafood and wearing this and doing this and wearing that. It says so many things in the Bible. There's no sin greater than the other one. But you can't sit there and be a homosexual and say, I'm not going to marry a man because it's against God's will, and then I'm going to change. I don't want to die like this. Well, girl, go on and change. Go on and change, girl. When you going to change? We waiting on you to change. Matter of fact, don't wait. Matter of fact, stop doing comedy, because that's going to send you to hell too, because you up there cussing. You got folks buying drinks and drinking. I'm just saying, if you want to be that religious, you got people paying to see you. They're buying drinks and they're drinking. You may be drinking, I don't know. And you're a part of people going to hell too, because you sit up there sending people to hell by coming and seeing you cuss and act up and act a fool. What's the difference? I used to follow him. I never followed him, but I like this stuff. But once he said that, I was done with her. Bitch, you stupid. Bitch, you don't get no pass because you're a comedian. You don't get no pass. You still a homosexual, girl. You don't get no pass. But those women who are delusional are trying to give him a pass. They're trying to give him a pass. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, he is right, because it does say that in the Bible about man and women and women. But it says all the other things too. But you can't be gay and throw the gays up under the bus any long. You can't be gay and throw the gays under the bus any long. You can't do that, because it's going to come out, okay? So, bless his little heart. Let me tell y'all something. That little boy's young compared to me. He's young. He got a lot to learn. He's young. And yes, he has a right to his opinion, but I want you to go straight, yeah. Right. I need you to go straight, okay? We want you to go straight, stop doing comedy, and go live for Jesus, okay? Because you ain't supposed to straddle the fence. Am I right? The comedy gonna send you to hell. I don't think so, but that's just, if you want to be that deep, if you want to get that deep, the comedy will send you to hell. If you guys enjoy my content tonight, my Cash App is listed. I'm going to put my Cash App up here. I'm getting ready to go out of town. I have a show to do, and also I may be doing the radio again this Wednesday. I'm going to do a show tonight and tomorrow. And now, I'm getting ready to do the regular show. When I finish doing my makeup, I'm going to come back, play the piano, sing, and do gossip. And then after that, I'm going to do a drag show. Okay? Whew, my mom's doorbell going off. So, yeah. So that's the plan for tonight. That's the plan for tonight. Pro Darren, and it's like, man, just as the gays, we right there at the door. We good. Here he come. This bullshit. If he was a straight guy and said that, I'd be like, oh well, but you're gay. Dude, you're gay. You don't get a pass because you're a gay comedian. You're gay. Just like I got mad at Little Richard when Little Richard got old ass, almost pushing 100. After you done been through everybody done been through you. Then all of a sudden you can't get nothing no more. Everybody don't nobody want your old ass. Here you come. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You weren't saying that when you was getting it from Steve. Yeah, I said it. You weren't saying that when you was getting it from Steve. Hello, somebody. Am I telling the truth? Yeah, go put the punks. Don't throw the punks under the bus. Everybody that ran through you and you done ran through everybody. All of a sudden now you want to get saved. There's a lot of gays that follow me now, and they moved on with their life. I think some of them might be still gay, but they heavy in church. They heavy in church and everything now, and I've never seen any of them say anything side out their mouth about homosexuals, right? I don't have Zelle. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm gonna get it again because and if I did, I wouldn't give it to anybody because I just prefer not to use Zelle. I just have Venmo and Cash App, yeah, and Walmart. So anyway, um, I see some gays, some that are probably not really gay anymore, but they are gay, but they're not like they don't go to clubs and stuff anymore. For some people it might, but not for me. I'm in my late 60s, okay, bitch. And well, first of all, I never desired to be with a female. I dated girls and stuff when I was young, but in my heart, deep down in my heart, that's not what I wanted. So, bitch, you would think at 60-something years old, bitch, I think I know what I want, okay? And it definitely, listen, and I done dated enough men in my lifetime, bitch. Right now, PT is good. Right now, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If I meet somebody and we meet up and, we date or whatever, fine. But right now, I done had enough sex in my lifetime, honey. I never have to have it again. Oh, baby, I was a hot box when I was younger. Oh, I was a hot box, okay? I had to go it on, bitch. Bitch, I could have any man that I wanted when I was younger. Straight and gay. But when I say straight, you know what I mean. The DL men. Some of these men that messed around with me when I was young, like 17, might have been 16. Bitch, if I was to tell it on the internet, on my baby, tell who the men were, bitch, they would be, child, they would faint. Faint. But it's not even that serious, honey. The only person I'm gonna get back is the one that outed me to my family. That's the only one I'm gonna get. The only reason why I hadn't got him because my mama's still living. But my mama told me to let it go. But he gonna get it. He gonna get it. Oh, he gonna get it, baby. Oh, he gonna get it. And I know some people, PT, just let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I hope my mama live a long time. I hope she live a long time. I do. I really hope she live a long time. Cause, baby, if I leave before her, different. That's fine. But if she leave before me, as soon as the funeral is over, I gotta fix my eyebrow. As soon as the funeral is over, I got a problem with my eyebrows. I'm trying to get it right. As Soon as the funeral was over, baby, it's on. Hey, Troy, you remember me? I'm the one that you outed. You remember when you told everybody? Remember when you told me to meet you at the? You remember when you told me to come meet you? You told me to come meet you at the house we always used to mess around in. And I showed up, and you weren't there, but you came later. But you brought a bunch of people with you, and you made it seem like I was the one that was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you remember that, Troy? Yeah, okay. I ain't forgot it. I ain't forgot it, Troy. This motherfucker almost had me taken away from my family. You think I forgot that shit? My mother was looking for my father. She was looking for my biological father. My stepfather raised me. She was looking for my motherfucking daddy because of what he did to me. I was going to be snatched away from my family, that the only family that I ever knew, all because he didn't want nobody to know he was a how you doing? Yeah, I ain't forgot it. That was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me in life. The worst. All right, y'all. Okay. Oh Lord. How did it come out, y'all? Hello, Penny. Woo, Penny. All right, it's time for me to do the regular show, not the drag show, but the yeah. What time is it? Yeah, it's 8. Okay, good. So it's time for me to do the show, and then I'm gonna do the drag show afterwards. Okay. Yeah, and here's the tea. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again for who hadn't heard it. The guy's son has one of the biggest churches in my hometown. So you know me, my messy ass. Let me tell you what I did. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this right quick. I gotta turn the light on. Give me a second. Let me tell you what my messy ass did. Okay, so his okay, so he has the biggest church in my hometown, right? I know y'all trying to figure out where I live, right? Some of you know already. But anyway, so the guy who's supposed well, there's three people if I die to preach my funeral. A guy named Malik, Reverend Malik, and then there's a guy Fort Worth, Kurt, and then the guy that lives here in my hometown. Well, the guy who lives here in my hometown, he knows everything about me. He knows I do drag. But he could really preach. I like his preaching, and he's a young guy, and he's best friends with the guy who outed me. His father. Well, he's best friends with the guy who outed me. That's his son. They're best friends, and I told him because I knew he was gonna go back and tell the boy's son. He's, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. I said, I don't care if you do. I could care less. I ain't forgot that. I had to run. I had ran and I hid for like all day running from my family, and I was hiding in the bushes. I ain't gonna never forget that. They put me in a private school. Yeah, it was very hurtful. They put me in a private school. They took me to see a psychiatrist. All that shit. Yeah, I ain't forgot. Of course, he's been in prison ever since then. He's been in prison. He on drugs now. Yeah. So, hello. He on drugs real bad, child. I know some of y'all say let it go, right? Okay, I might. It just depends. It depends on how I feel. If it ever comes up, it just depends on how I feel. It depends on how I feel when it comes up. I might just let it go, or I might not. It just depends on how I feel. Yeah, I might just let it go. Thank you for subscribing. What city and state are you in? Ooh. Oh, welcome to the show. Oh, welcome to the show. Oh, welcome to the PT show. Woo, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a moment there. Well, and that's something. Did you not know I was having my birthday show in Atlanta? Yeah, I'm having a white party. No, I'm having a day party in Atlanta, Georgia. At you ever heard of the um, you ever heard of the Hudson Grill in Midtown? Well, they got them all over Atlanta, but the Hudson Grill, yeah, the last Sunday in July. The tickets gonna go on sale in May. Yeah, Hudson Grill. And y'all, for those who live in Atlanta, my eyebrows is wrong, y'all. Ugh. But they're gonna have to work. I don't feel like I'm gonna leave them alone because I'm gonna mess them up. Oh, I said I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna bring this one down a little bit, see if that helps. Uh, See, I have hair on I have hair up here, so I'm not gonna shave my eyebrows off just to do that. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be the last Sunday in July, and it is my 21st birthday, allegedly. Oh, Mama's doorbell, and it is going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be old school music, and we're gonna turn the fuck up. Okay. I might turn into a white party. I think it should be a white party. Or so I just let people wear what they want to wear. If women can do it, it can you can too. Women can do what? If women can do what? All right. It is almost time for me to do the show. Oh, makeup. Oh, okay. Well, we really wasn't asking if women can do it. I'm just putting it on. These are so pretty right here. Look at these. These are so cute. Okay, guys. Okay. You said paint. Look at that. You got P, and then you got the A and an I and an N. Then you got T on the end. Paint. Yeah, see, this one is a little bit higher. Let me bring this down a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. There you go. A little bit. Yeah, I fixed it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so when I come back, guys, I'm going to be playing the piano, talking shit. People can see you. Yeah. What's the problem? Nobody said anything till you came on here. Me and my lady love you. Okay, Kelvin. Kelvin, where do you and your lady live at? Where do y'all live at? Well, I have to ask, so you're male or female? Because, oh, y'all in California. Well, I guess y'all won't be coming to my birthday celebration. Hey, Sharon. How you doing? Welcome in. Are y'all gonna come to? Oh, okay. Are y'all gonna come to my birthday? So that's gonna. Oh, listen. Let me say this before I let y'all go. Last night, no, I did a show in Chicago years ago at the Baton. Yeah, at the Baton. Are you doing white face? No, I don't think my face is white. Okay, Kevin. I'm gonna see when them tickets go on sale. No, only time I done a show in Chicago was um, I emceed at the old Baton years ago, and I the old Baton, and then um, my church used to belong. My church was called the Old Landmark Church, and I'm sure if you're from Chicago, you heard of it. I'm a piano player and a drummer, and we went up there one time for a convention. That's the only time I've been to Chicago. Yeah. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all talking to me like y'all talking to me like y'all talking to Lunel. I'm not no comedian like that. We got to see if Atlanta going to be a success first. We got to see if Atlanta is going to be a success first. We got to see if y'all going to buy them tickets for Atlanta first, and then we can talk about other cities. If you in South Carolina, you right up the street. You might well come on to Atlanta to see me the last Sunday in July. I'm having a pretty good night. Yeah, you know. And so I wanted to tell everybody last night, I talked about it last night, but I'm going to run this by y'all again. I am doing a cruise. It's leaving Martin Luther King weekend. I need all y'all to have a dream and get on this cruise as well. You have until May. Y'all get a pen. I want y'all to write down the prices for these rooms, okay? I'm going to give y'all 5-10 minutes to get a pen, and y'all let me know when you're ready. Get a pen and write down these prices for the rooms. Let me know when y'all ready. I gotta buy me some more earrings. These are cute, but I need me more earrings. I need more and more earrings. Well, I didn't ask you what you was afraid of. No one even asked you to tell me that. We don't care. You could have kept that to yourself. All right, I'm going to tell you. Make sure everybody got a pen and paper. Thank you, love. Get a pen and paper so you can write this down about the cruise. These are gorgeous. These are pretty. Child, these Burlington, honey. Burlington Coat Factory. No, I got these Sam Moons, yeah. Sam Moons, yeah. All right, y'all ready? Everybody got a pen and paper, okay? So the first thing I'm going to give y'all is the dates. Okay. So the dates is King Weekend. Okay. I only meant I would really like to come, but I have phobia, but I can't wait for this show, White Party. Yeah, well, come to the show, baby. I'll just be joking when you can't take me serious when I go off on you. I'm just playing. Okay. So the date is Martin Luther King Weekend. That's going to be January the 17th, okay? Okay, we got that out the way. January 17th, and we're going to go ahead and give y'all the rest of this information. And pull up the flyer right here. Y'all want to see my boyfriend? Y'all never seen my boyfriend before? Nah, that's not my boyfriend. That's not my boyfriend. This guy's having he's having a mansion party. We're having a mansion party at his house. I'm going to be hosting it. Okay, so, all right, y'all ready? Let me know. Let me know when you're ready. Y'all ready? Yeah, some of them are clip on, but my ears are pierced. I got my ears pierced from Mississippi years ago. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Yeah, no, we having a pool party at his house. Okay, at the mansion. He's got a mansion. Okay, hold on. I know. I gotta put him up. Hold on 1 second, and I gotta get my glasses too. Give me a second. All I need to do is sell out of 250 seats. That's it. You need Rita. What the hell is Rita? What the hell is Rita? My name is Ladera. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? I'm gonna say, bitch, you already asked us, we'll be ready. Okay, let me read this right quick. Have you ever been, what? Have you ever even been, has been, or has seen? Baby, I can understand what you just said. Okay, here we go. Here go with the prices, because I had to look up, make sure I get the right prices. Okay, so, all right. First of all, write this down. This is very important. Okay, write this down, y'all. This is very important. The inside cabin is $514 per person. So even if you go by yourself, you have to pay that twice. That's the cheapest room that they have. $514 per person. Okay. And this is what the inside cabin looks like. It looks just like this. I believe you can get 3 people in this room. You might be able to get 4. I'm not for sure. Okay, the ocean view. That's just when your ass just look out the window. Okay, just looking out the window is $649 per person. $649 per person. These are actually the rooms. What the rooms really look like. This is what the rooms really look like. This is the ocean view where you just look out the window. You can get 4 people in this room. Because there's a couch in there that lets into a bed. Okay. This is $649 per person. Okay. You don't need a window. I'm sure you don't. If you got a woman, you can make your own window. Oh, you're gonna be making babies that night. It's gonna be carnival. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the balcony. Believe it or not, yeah, the balcony is really cheap. It's really cheap. It's only $764 per person. Okay. Here's the balcony here, and that's where you walk out on the balcony. Now here's what I need to explain to everybody. Okay. The $25 deposit, or the $25 to hold the rate that I just quoted to you guys. First of all, I don't have any money. I have nothing to do with the money. You go through Carnival, and I'm gonna give you all that information. The deposit is $25 per person. You have until May the 10th to get those prices. It doesn't give you a room. It just holds those prices. You get it? Right? Okay. But you have until August the 10th. You hear what I'm saying? You have until August the 10th to pay the whole deposit of $250. You remember that $25 y'all paid toward them rooms that you put it like this. If you got an inside cabin at $514 and you paid that $250 for that deposit, the $250 by the August 10th, that's when you don't have to wait to August. You can pay the $250 whenever, and then they will give you your cabin number. Okay? Then you get a cabin number. But even if you pay it by yourself, you got to pay it as if it was 2 people in the room. Yes, based on 2 people in the room. So the $250 is not due until August the 10th, but the $25 is due by May. That's in a couple of weeks. Okay? And I'm going to give y'all the other information. Please write this number down. 1866. This is a group number. You cannot call the regular Carnival cruise line to get this price and to get this information. You got to go through groups, and they're only open through Monday through Friday. That's it. Now, you call regular Carnival and like, oh, Peter, we on the cruise ship. No, you're not. Because anytime you make a payment, your name and all, not your credit card information, but your name, they will let me know that somebody paid they $25 to get locked into this rate. Okay? 866-721-3225. Again, 866 moderators 721-3225. I'm gonna put it up again. 866-721-3225. Okay, that is the number that you will call, and you have to. And I'm gonna tell you what else you gotta tell them. Just hold on a minute. Get ready to write this down too, because I'm not done. You're gonna tell them you want to be on the PT and Friends cruise. January 17th, leaving out of Galveston, going to Cozumel and Roatan. I've been to Cozumel, never been to Roatan, so I'm excited about going there. On the Jubilee. That's the actual ship. Okay. You need to have the group text booking number. Please, I'm going to give you guys my phone number where you can text me and you can ask me to send you the flyer, and you can go on the flyer. Okay? And I'm not done yet. That group text number is going to be Texas, like T is in Texas. Moderators, N is in Nancy, 01, X-rated, and the number 8. I'm going to repeat it again. T is in Texas. The number N is in Nancy, 01, Okay? All right? That's T is in Texas, N is in Nancy, 01, I forgot how to do X. Anyway, X rated and the number 8, like 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to have that. That's a group booking number. You have to give them that so they'll know that you're going to be on our cruise. Okay. So here's what I want to tell everybody. You do not have to pay the cruise off until October 19th, 2026. October 19th, 2026. So you have until October to pay the whole thing off. But remember, everything you put, the deposit, all that goes towards your room. Okay. Here's what I want thank you. Here's what I want everybody to know. They have this thing called gratuities, okay? You do not have to pay that until you get on the ship. And every room has a different gratuity price. The cheapest is probably like $60 for the inside cabin, maybe 70, and then maybe 90 for, And all that does is the people who clean your room. But what we do is we go ahead and pay it when we get on the ship, and before the ship, comes back to port, what we do is we just go down to the front desk and say, hey, can you take that gratuity off, put it back on my card? Because what we do is we get cash and we just pay the people who clean our room. We just give them, some money for those who clean our room. They rather have it in their hands anyway. Okay. Now, so that you don't lose your money in case something happens, anything could happen. You might get pregnant, because last year found out I was pregnant and I was going to cancel the cruise, but the doctor told me it was okay for me to go. So anything could happen. Nation. It could be a disaster, death in the family, whatever. I would go ahead and get the insurance. If you're gonna fly into town, you need to fly into Houston. You need to fly into Houston, a hobby. Do not fly into George Bush. It's too far away from Galveston. You got to fly into Bush. And they do have shuttles and stuff. They take you to the cruise ship, and I'm gonna find all that out for y'all and let y'all know. But yeah, if you call in and they try to say, "Well, this is just remember that $25 is not gonna get you your room number. You got to pay the whole $250. That's based on 2 people in the room to get your cabin number. All right, but don't let them try to sucker you into getting the gratuity yet. But in insurance, you might want to get that, or you might want to wait a couple of months before you get the insurance. But go ahead and go and pay that $25 so you can get locked in. Yes, insurance is very important to get it. Yeah, it is. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to I gotta do the show. I'm getting ready to come back and play the piano and do some celebrity gossip. And then after that, I'm gonna do a drag show because I'm getting ready to go out of town this week and I need some money. And I don't come on here and beg for money. I do shows. Okay, bitch. Okay. Love y'all. Mwah. See y'all in about 5-10 minutes. Come back. I got some tea. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Please write down this phone number so you can contact me and say, PT, can you please send me the flyer? 972, moderators. Thank you, moderators. You guys are great. 972-885-8492. Text me right now. Say, PT, I need the flyer information. I'll send it to you, okay? Please don't send me no nudes, okay, like somebody did the other night. Yes, 972-885-8492. 972-885-8492. That is the number that you call to get for me to send you this flyer that has all the information on it. If I don't get it to you tonight, you'll get it tonight, but maybe after the shows, but I will send it to you. 972-885-8492. If you're uncomfortable about me having your number, you can download the Text Now number and I can send it. Can I send a flyer to Text Now number? I think I can, yeah, and I have a Text Now number. But no, yeah, I'm not just 972-885-8492. Did y'all get the phone number? Ooh. 972-885-8492. Hello, I'm about to leave, honey. I've been on here forever. I'm about to leave. 972-885-8492. All right. Love you guys much. Thank you, moderators. I'll see you all in about 10 minutes for the show. Bye.